Hey, what's up guys, Adam Lobo here from Adam Lobo TV, and in this video, I'll share with you guys my first impressions of the newly released Xiaomi Mi A3, also known as the Xiaomi CC9 in China, so keep watching. Now, starting from the phone's design and build, I have to say that the phone felt really premium when I first held the phone, especially with the overall build quality, with a really nice classy looking aluminium at the sides and the front, and also at the back is made of the Gorilla Glass 5 protection, where the screen honestly looked really nice with a slightly curved design at the back of the phone. Now, the camera bump is not as prominent as it is tiny bit smaller than the Xiaomi Mi 9 for all the 3 lenses, where the 3 camera lenses are arranged in a vertical position towards the left side of the phone. And like the newly released Xiaomi phones, the Mi A3 also comes with an in-display fingerprint sensor, which is an optical in-display fingerprint sensor where it seems to unlock just a bit faster than other Xiaomi phones that I've recently tested. So overall, I have to say that I was pretty impressed with the overall build quality of the phone. Now, going into the color finishes, it comes with 3 colors for you guys to choose from. The one which I have is of course the hashtag white love, called the More Than White. I almost said more than words. More than words to show you feel. And then there's also Not Just Blue and Kind of Grey, which has a quite similar naming style like the Pixel devices, which is kinda cool. Now, as for the phone's screen, it has a 6.088-inch Super AMOLED display, where during my first impressions, it did look really nice. But yes, there is the dewdrop notch on top. Then the phone comes with a screen resolution of 720 by 1560 pixels. So yes, it is a 720p screen, but take my word for it, because it has a Super AMOLED display, you won't even notice the resolution unless you look really closely like this. Do you see phones like that? Like that, right? Now, as for the ports and buttons, looking down below, there is the USB-C port with the mono firing speaker, although there's 2 speaker cutout. And then there's a SIM card and the micro SD card slot on the left, which supports up to 256 gigs of storage. You'll find a power button and the volume rocker on the right. And then on top, there is the headphones jack. Yes. And then you'll also find the IR blaster over there. Now, as for the phone's camera specs, there are 3 cameras as I mentioned earlier. One is a huge 48 megapixel wide f1.8 aperture lens, an 8 megapixel ultra wide f2.2 aperture lens, and also a 2 megapixel f2.4 depth sensor. And then looking at the front camera, it comes with a huge 32 megapixel f2.0 aperture lens, which of course we'll find out how exactly the camera performs both for the rear and the front camera during my full video review of the phone. So stay tuned to this channel and subscribe to Adam Lobo TV if you haven't done so. Now, as for the phone's video taking capabilities, the rear camera records up to UHD 4K 2160 up to 30 frames per second, and also at 1080p up to 120 frames per second. As for the front, it records up to 1080p up to 30 frames per second. And looking at the insides of the phone, it comes with a Snapdragon 665 chipset with the Adreno 610 GPU, and then it comes with 2 variants for you guys to choose from, a 4 gigs of RAM with 64 gigs of storage, and also the same RAM with 128 gigs of storage. Then in terms of software, well, it comes shipped with Android 9 Pie with stock Android One. Yes! And then the phone is also powered with 4030 milliamps of battery. And since I have the phone with me, I will do a full battery test when I use this phone as my daily driver, and then I'll let you guys know how it performs during my full video review of the phone. Then as for the price and availability here in Malaysia, the Xiaomi Mi A3 is going for only 899 ringgit for the 4 gigs of RAM with 64 gigs of storage, and only 999 ringgit for the 128 gig storage variant with the same amount of RAM. And the phone will be available from the 3rd of August on Shopee, Lazada and authorized Mi stores. So guys, with this, do let me know what you guys like to know about the Xiaomi Mi A3 down at the comment section below. And as usual, I'm sure you guys know, or if you have watched my first impressions video, I'll answer every single of your questions during my full video review of the phone. Aside from that, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed my quick first impressions video of the Xiaomi Mi A3. And if you did find this video helpful, be sure to give this video a nice big thumbs up, like, share and subscribe to Adam Lobo TV if you haven't done so. Don't forget to hit the bell icon just next to it to get notified for my future videos. Thank you so much for watching. This is Adam Lobo and I'll catch you guys in the next video.